Okay,
All right.
welcome everybody who is joining the recording of this and watching this call on YouTube. I'm just going to do a quick introduction to what project updates are before we get to the live actual call with other people in the audience. But project updates basically is a weekly call that we have here in Reality Cards on our own Discord channel. And the intentions with this is just to share a recap of what's been going on for the past week and also the place where we will announce new features and new details and news about our product and stuff, contests and challenges that are going on in our ecosystem. This is the weekly update of everything like that. So if you watch this on YouTube and would like to join the actual live call, you can of course join our Discord channel, and the link to that will be in the description of the YouTube video. Uh, and yeah, as I said, it's a weekly event that we have every Tuesday. So would love to have you here live. Uh, and yeah, with that short introduction, we have been doing this event now for the past 4 weeks, I think, weekly. And we usually now in the beginning just chit chat for 10, 15 minutes and so to let some people in and let some people let some people to join the live call before we start with the agenda. But I think that was it for introduction to the YouTube viewers. So now we
Nicely
talk
done.
about whatever in 10 minutes. But we have at least some people joining, I see.
We have 5 already.
Hi,
So we have,
Nice.
everyone.
hey, Pikachu, Splage,
A-
lovely crypto,
And I hope
artist.
that a lot of people from that actually did entries for the Easter art contest to join, so they can see the presentation live. Who won the contest?
Yeah, the winners.
Yeah.
Vlad is also here. Hey, Vlad.
Hey.
Hey. How was your Easter, Anton? How's the
My
Eastern student?
My Easter was great, actually. I first celebrated. I got a friend. We went to his like summer house, a cottage near a golf course and a lake, and it was super nice. We slept there I don't know which day. It was on Friday, so it was a bit of Easter celebration then, and then I came back home and celebrated also with my family a bit. Very like classical, like we always do, with the same kind of food as we do every Easter. I'm born in a Christian family, so it's like very traditional in how we celebrate it.
That's cool. Yes, I think that Easter and these kind of festivities are like tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
Always like Christmas. Yes, of course, they are like we have certain roles. For example, in the past, my grandmother was cooking for everyone, and now they're all passed to my mother, for example. So, yes, for me, Easter and Christmas, in this case, but also other festivities are something related to family. So for
Yeah.
me, yes, this is completely family. And for example, last year I wasn't able to be with my family since I was in Spain because of COVID restrictions. So it was a different Easter. It was fun, but not the same.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing that I should introduce to our relatives' Easter celebration should, of course, be the Easter art contest. I totally forgot that. I should have told everyone in my family to enter some entries in the art channel. That could have been
I,
fun.
I told my friend.
Oh, nice, nice. We usually actually do some like it's a tradition we have. We paint on eggs, so using crays and stuff to make art of eggs. We could have had some of those as entries to the contest, maybe. Okay, but I think that should we go maybe 10 past? Do you think that's a good time? 3 minutes?
Yeah,
Because
I
now we
feel
have
that's good.
some people already, so people don't have have to wait for too long. And then of course everybody should stay after the call also to play some games with us. I don't really know. Have we decided yet what the game will be? Adi, you fixed so we introduced a new game to the Discord too. Rumble.
Yeah, it's called Rumble Royale. So this game is just it starts a battle, and all the participants they have to say, "Okay, I'm ready for the battle," and after 2 minutes the battle starts, and then it's some random elimination going on. So then it decides to the last man standing wins, the last survivor.
Ah, nice. Yeah, that could be fun.
But it's fun with a lot of people. So let's see, if we'll get a chance.
Yeah, and if not, set a new Gartic record. Last week we were very unsuccessful with that, I think. I don't remember our highest score, but
It was really hard.
yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah, it was super way harder than 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago when we set the record, it was way easier.
We had 3 rounds, and all three of them were hard.
Yeah,
All of
yeah, failed on the first attempt for like yeah.
Okay. I hope everyone in the audience had an amazing Easter weekend as well.
Yeah, it would be fun to hear the different kinds of celebration. I feel like I don't know the like different. Of course, the way you celebrate yourself is the only thing that's normal. But I would be interested to hear like different cultures how you celebrate it.
Yeah. And I did tell you, right? When I Googled Sweden, the first post that came was, "You don't want to miss Easter celebration in Sweden."
Yeah, yeah, I remember you said that. But I myself didn't even realize that it was that big of a thing, like for us as a culture. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I think 1 more minute.
yeah.
Did we tell everyone to join? Just dropping a reminder. Okay. All right. So we are
Should we
past
get
10.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, let's do it.
All right. Hello, community. Welcome to Weekly Project Updates 4, where we tell you about what we did last week and what are our plans for this week and the future of reality cards. With me, I have Anton
Hello guys, my name is Anton and I work with marketing and growing the Realty Cards community.
and Maddie.
Hi everyone, I work with marketing too, but I'm also event and artist manager here in Reality Cards.
Thank you. Thank you, Anton. Thank you, Maddie. Nice to have you here. Nice to have everyone here. So we have in attendance 8 right now, and we are excited to share what we have and what we have done. Kicking it off with the first news was the Easter art contest. So just giving you a bit of a recap on that. We started the Community Creates channel last week after Animixer suggested that, hey, we should revive the channel where we can post creative stuff, do memes, have fun, and let the community engage. And we listened, we introduced a new channel, and to do the boosting period, we kicked it off with an Easter art contest, which was a simple art camping contest which ran for 5 days previous week till Easter Sunday. And the theme was just any meme art related to RC, probably with an Easter surprise as well. And it was really fun because turns out that we had more than almost 20 submissions, and we are pretty happy with that. Being our first campaign and with a relatively short period of 5 days, it was really fun. It was really cool to see the memes. It was really cool to see this creative art from all the community members, also the ones who just joined newly to our community. So welcome all the new members, and thank you all for participating. We will be coming back to the results later, but we would love to know if you have any favorites. You can just put it in the community called text channel, which is just above this channel. And you can also put in there, say hi to everyone during the call. And you can put any questions that you want us to answer. So just drop any message there. Now let's move on to our Fridays with Artists episode with Maddie.
Yeah, so last week we hosted the fourth Twitter space dedicated to art and artists, and we decided to keep the name of the artist secret until the very last moment to see if you were able to guess it with a quiz on Twitter posted on Thursday. And surprisingly, Caramel Camel won with more than 50% of the votes, and only a 30% of you have been able to guess that the artist would have been the Mind of Horn. The identity has been revealed only when the call began, and we had a great conversation with him. For those who didn't join the space or joined it after a while, Orn is an artist coming from India and creating art both traditional, like paintings, and digital. He also has his own collection of NFTs on OpenSea, like digital fluids and human animal. And one thing one can clearly appreciate is his wise but at the same time instinctive usage of color, always vibrant, almost alive. And we found out that one of the reasons why colors appear so bright consists in the canvas choice. One of the peculiarities of Orn is actually that he always uses black canvas. And Orn is really keen on the use of colors and things that the colors one picks reflects their personality and their emotion and feelings. So we can call it something like colors psychology, because Orn really enjoys helping people, his friends before all, to analyze themselves, to understand and enter in touch with their subconscious part. And we can say a sort of colors therapy to heal from traumas, but also and simply to understand things about yourself that before you couldn't imagine. Orn loves to think of art as a tool you can use for your own advantage that helps you to open your eyes, to reflect on things. And talking about that, we talked of art as a sort of, not teacher, but a sort of guide that can lead you to build your own opinion. For example, not to rely 100% on the messages that social media wants to convey to us, but to build the capacity to discern, to develop different perspectives, to look at the world. And in conclusion, to move from a passive role to a more active role. So we talked about so much stuff that I definitely suggest you to listen to the entire call with this amazing and cheerful and clever artist. In fact, we give you the opportunity to listen to the call again, recording it and posting it on our Twitter account. So in a few seconds, I will share with you the link to the call in the community call text chat. So if you want, you can go and listen to the recorded episode after. And also Orn is in our general channel, and you can get in touch with him directly and ask him questions if you have some curiosities, for example. And just after the call, Orn himself decided to play a game, and he asked us to tell him our 3 favorite colors, to give us a description of our personality, and not only. He decided to create customized pieces for us based on those colors. So maybe you can play this game with him too. And now let's move on to another special thing that happened last week. What Adi mentioned before, our Easter art campaign. And so Anton will tell us more now.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Maddie. And I couldn't agree more with you. I was also, of course, on the Spaces last Friday with Arne, and it was super interesting. And I really like the sort of format that we got going on there, sort of making it a bit more broad than only focusing on our own product, reality cards, all of the time. Because this was such a broad spanning conversation about art in general, and I really enjoyed it. So go and look at the link that Maddie sent in the channel and re-listen to it. But yeah, as Maddie said, I will go a bit more into the Easter art contest that Addy touched on earlier, and I explained the back thought about this during the last project updates, that we are sort of trying to blur the lines between the marketing team and the community, and for the community to be way more involved in the content creation process of the company. And I thought it was a huge success as sort of introducing this channel and starting this concept with this Easter art campaign, because we got tons of great entries, and I was so happy to see the different types of creativity that we saw, also that not only focusing on funny memes but also great high quality art in different formats. And yeah, super fun to see all of the different applications. But I will go into the winners now. I will say the winners now directly, and then we will have more of an official post both on Twitter and on Discord later on, where you can see the winners, and the winners will be DM'd to sort out the prizes and everything. But I think we should begin maybe with the third place. And the third place goes to an artist called Caitlin. And the reason there for why we chose it was that this was you can see, I don't really know, I don't have the community text channel open, but probably Addy or Maddie can maybe send that art piece from Caitlin. But we really liked it in the internal team with this cute rabbit inside the egg. So that comes in third place. And then in second place, we like the content from virus_spike. And this was a great art piece, a sort of an RC doodle that you can see that he did. And I also really liked that after posting the entry, this artist also posted a sort of time-lapse video of how that art was created. So that was a super creative way of sharing the art piece too, to not only post the actual art piece. I think that they wrote something about that that it was a way for the person to prove that the person created it himself. But I thought that sort of added to the whole art piece also, so it was super fun to see. And then lastly, first place goes to now I'm going to butcher the name here, but Intan XX. And that was a super fun entry to see. That was actually a creation of a physical object. It was a lamp that was the entry there. I think that most of you people have seen it in the channel because it got a lot of attention when it was posted. But basically an RC lamp where you can see the logo and a great animation sort of through the actual lamp. And it was it was like such a great idea in many types of ways. Just the creativity of going beyond the format of digital art and creating a physical art piece like that, we thought was super creative. So yeah, big congratulations to all of you winners, and especially Intan XX for the first prize there. So everyone go to the community call text channel and congratulate the winners there. And I also have to mention, of course, that when this art piece, the first place art piece, the lamp, was posted, I think that guy made a great sort of response to that with a meme under. I really suggest that you guys go to the channel and see the conversation there, because instantly after he posted a meme that was super funny also. And we got tons of other great entries, both in terms of like funny memes and some reposts from some old stuff, and then also some other great creative art pieces. So with all that said, congratulations to all of the winners. And as I said, thank you to everyone who did an entry for the art contest. And I also want to share a bit that this is a temporary campaign that we have, but the channel, the idea behind the channel, as we have touched on earlier, is not for it to be a temporary channel. This is just a campaign to introduce the Community Create channel, but we want to find creative ways in the future for you guys to not only on different temporary contests, but ways for you guys to all the time create memes and content for us that we can use in our several different communication channels. I think it will be a great sort of addition to the Discord where people always can create content that is related to reality cards. So yeah, super excited about that sort of channel taking form after this contest also. But now I will pass back to Maddie, who will talk a bit about this week's Fridays with Artists.
Yes. So as for this week, the artist is going to be Spires, a very young artist who is still studying. But despite everything, she manages to find the time to create very beautiful and original pieces of art. She designed the cards for us for an event on Space Doodles and for one of the last on the price of Bitcoin. On top of that, she produces pieces for Popaton, for example, one of our partners. So we will have a friendly conversation like the previous ones, where we will also talk a little bit about this. And the real name of this artist is Samantha, and she comes from, try to guess. We will ask you this Thursday with a quiz on Twitter, like the previous one. So, with this question pending, let's move on to another interesting news, which Adi will tell us about now. So, Adi, if you want to tell us more.
Thank you, Maddie. And congrats, everyone, the winners of the contest, and also everyone who participated. A very, very thank you to all of you. And like Anton said, we will keep on doing these campaigns, and this channel exists for all of us to share fun or creative or art also related to RC, so we can use it to grow the channel and also to have fun, like the honorable mention from that guy. So it was really funny. I was laughing for like 5 minutes after that. All right, coming back to the big news. So as you all know that we introduced the roadmap 4 weeks back, and we introduced that we will be having a lot of community updates, we'll be having a lot of product updates, and we will be introducing the token sale in the future. With that in mind, there's one more major thing that we wanted to put across right now, which is the ideas of roles that we are thinking. And what we are thinking about it is that all the community members who have been part of RC from day one, which are everyone who supported RC from day one, the early supporters, the renters, they kind of have this special place in all of us hearts in the RC team, and they are the real OGs of the platform because they have been with us since alpha, since beta, and the whole year journey that we had a lot of iteration in the products. We did a whole UX overhaul. We introduced a lot of different tweaks in the game theory overall, but it was a success because all of you were believers in our project. And all you believers, you believed in it, you promoted it, you played in it, you introduced new artists to the community, and also the event suggestions that all of you gave. So thank you for all the OGs, and you always will have this special place in our heart. And we just want to know that there will be so all of the yearly knowledge combined that you played with the game theory will definitely be helpful in the future, especially during the token sale. Okay. Apart from this, Of course, all the OGs will be whitelisted for the token sale period. We'll introduce a gated channel soon, probably this week, where we will share the exclusive product updates, some teasers, and early news. OGs will also get a chance to influence the event decision process, to give feedback on the UX, and in reality, leave an actual mark on the whole product, the whole Reality Cards product. So again, thank you for the OGs. This will be the one role which is always special, will be here in our community. Apart from this role, we will also introduce a whitelist role, which is just a whitelist. So with whitelist role, of course, the OGs, like I said, OGs will always have that whitelist role automatically. But this one, a special whitelist role can be earned through the marketing, through participating in the marketing events or the community events, the campaigns that we are going to start in the next months. So just keep a lookout on it because this will be an opportunity for you to have that early access during the token sale. There will be a third role as well, which is NFT holders role. And this is a really important role because all of the users, all the participants who have been playing on Reality Cards for over a year and they hold NFTs, they will have this role and this will be very, very useful in the long term. So just keep holding those NFTs. They're going to prove a lot more beneficiary in the future. Now, summing it up, there are three roles, the OG, the whitelist, and NFT holders. We will be introducing them soon. We just need to work a bit on the technical sides, also on the naming side. And then we'll be introducing these with a gated channel. So just keep a lookout on that. And this is our vision right now for giving exclusive access to all the people who have supported us from day one and also during the alpha and the beta phase. Again, like always, if you have any feedback, any suggestion, you can just leave it in the community called text chat or even in the general channel, and we'll be happy to keep them in consideration. And we'll be updating it, of course, with our next project updates call or also on the channel itself. So this is the whole idea about the custom roles. Now I would like to pass on the ball to Anton.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Adi. And I just have to mention that I am also super excited for this introduction of custom roles, or at least integrating custom roles in another way that we have done previously. Super excited, of course, to get going with the whitelisting and everything that that is going to be about, but also the thing that Adi mentions about the importance of our beta community and the ones that have supported us from the starts and ways that we can highlight them in the community. And on that sort of topic, I want to speak just briefly now in the end of the call about onboarding. Because of course we are in a growth phase of Reality Cards where we are welcoming a lot of new people into the Discord. Now the past weeks, just a couple of people, but just if we are looking forward in the future, we are of course expecting a lot of new people to join the Discord. And there we just want the honest feedback from you guys. If you have any kinds of suggestions or anything in how we can onboard the onboarding process of new people who's going to be welcomed into the community. And I feel like this is something that everybody in this call and who listen to this call and who is a community member has some kind of feedback or at least can share some of their experience in the onboarding process. Because being interested in the sort of community that we are in, I imagine that most of you people are also involved in other discords and not only Reality Cards. And there we can take inspiration from other people and see how we can improve our own onboarding process. So new people feel welcomed and they can easily get engaged in the general chat and stuff like that. And just my first idea, mine and Adi have worked on this idea to make a new introduction template. So in the introduction channel, we sort of made a template to make it a bit more easy to introduce yourself in a template-based way. And I will actually post an introduction from myself to that channel, so you can get a sort of example of how you can, or so future people can get an example of how you can introduce yourself in the channel there. Because when you have sort of a fun and casual conversation or an introduction in the channel, I feel like it's way easier to engage with that person in the general channel later. You can see that that person is interested in golf or anything like that, and then you can sort of can get some cool conversations going in the general channel. But yeah, as I said, that would be awesome if you guys in the current community would like to help with that, either with just tips about how we can improve the onboarding process and what do you feel is the most important things when you are being welcomed into a community, and then also, of course, acting as sort of supporters in that process to us in the team, that you guys who are a part of the community now can of course take a role here and welcome other people into the community. I think that many people can sort of see that from their earlier experience of joining a Discord. It's super nice to get introduced by people in the community and yeah, to feel welcomed in that way. So we would love for you guys to also help out with that. But as I said, I will try to make a sort of introduction from the introduction template that we made and have that as an example in the introduction channel. And yeah, that was it for the onboarding stuff. I just wanted to touch briefly on that. Other than that, I just wanted to mention quickly that I actually did a podcast with a company called Forward Protocol. And that interview or podcast or whatever you call it, called Web3 Mastermind, is going to be released tomorrow. So if there's anybody who is mostly maybe for the people who are new to reality cards, to look at that interview and see a bit of the basics of reality cards and a bit of the vision that we have going forward. And I talked like very briefly about our roadmap and our vision for the future and that kind of stuff. So I will leave the link in the summary that I'm going to post in the announcement channel for this. So you can watch that tomorrow if you want. But more importantly, I want to share another link that we actually just an hour ago released a beta year in review article on our website, a new blog post where we basically go through the past year of the beta and reflect a bunch of the different accomplishments that we made the past year, the technical features that we implemented, and different companies that we collaborated with. And yeah, so I would highly suggest that you just go into that article on the website and see. And yeah, and read it, I should say. Maybe I can't really see the community called text channel right now, but maybe Adi or Maddie could share the link to that in the channel so people can take a look at that blog post. And other than that, I would like to transition a bit into if we have any questions in the community called text channel. Can you see anything, Maddie or Adi, any questions that has been during the call or anything like that?
No questions, just a lot of
hype
and excitement.
a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
That's what I love to hear. Yeah, because I'm streaming with I am a noob when it comes to the streaming software that I use to record this for YouTube. So I don't want to touch anything on my screen. So that's the reason why I don't have that channel open. But if we don't have any questions, as I think Maddie sort of touched on earlier, that we have everybody in the Discord. So whenever you want, you can of course ask questions in general or anything like that. And I think that Manny touched on it with artists too, that if you have questions after these project updates, but also after the Fridays with artists, these people are on our Discord. So whenever you want, you can just tag them in a message in the general chat or whatever to answer questions or chat about topics that we take up now during the project updates or anything like that. But if we don't have anything else, I would like to do a bit of an outro for the YouTube viewers, that if you have watched this on YouTube, you of course see that the Discord channel is where it happens. This is the place where we interact with our community, and this is the place where you can join the weekly project updates live. And we actually have very exciting news for next week. Next week on our weekly project update, we are going to have our first product announcement. So our first new announcement regarding a new feature to the product that is going to be released when Reality Cards events are relaunched. So if you would like to join that conversation live on stages, I would highly suggest that you join the Discord channel. And yeah, with that said, I think that we can jump over to the Hangout channel as we always do and play some games. I don't really know if we have decided yet, but it seemed in the introduction that we are going to play Rumble. But do we have anything else to say? Maddie and Addy, any ending words that you want to say before we jump over to the Hangout channel?
No, I think that's it. We touched a lot of points, I think, and we are going to touch many, many points in the future.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, sounds awesome. And I really like this call. And once again, thank you for everybody who joined the Easter art contest. I thought it was so fun to see all of the activity in that channel and all of the different entries, and just stay tuned for more type of community contest and challenges like that, because we have a lot in the plans for that. But with that said, let's jump over to the Hangout channel and play some games with each other. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.